internet. Before you get into this week's video, Rosie and I would just like to say that we are now on Cameo, sending you guys personalised video messages because we do anything for money.
Anything.
If you want to find out more, click on the link in the description box below and we will see you very soon.
Why do some people always say we look like sisters?
I don't know, we look nothing alike.
Group hug.
Hi guys and welcome back to the internet. So I ordered the teriyaki semen at a restaurant.
In fairness, we were talking about semen, which sounds odd, but our friends are gay and they just ordered their semen themselves.
Not at the restaurant, like I did.
We were having like hours of discussion about it. We go to this restaurant a lot to meet our friends. It was your first time ordering the semen though. How was it?
It was delicious. It's the first time I've ever actually ordered it to eat.
Yeah. I think the thing that made this even worse.
How can it be worse?
Rose realised like a couple of times ago that one of the waiters that was always there maybe had a thing for Rose. To the point where he did a little dance for you.
It was petrifying. He saw me catch his eye while I was waiting for Rosie
Which
to
obviously
return.
that's a come on, because if a woman looks at a man, obviously we're dying for sex and we want you.
Well, I ordered the semen. He did this kind of like thing where he acted like he didn't see me looking at him and did this little dance.
He was peacocking, I'm sorry.
I mean, there was vomit in my mouth and then I was like, this is so awkward. So we nicknamed him Egbert, naturally.
And Rose was texting me like, come back now. Why doesn't he fancy me? Sorry, I'm short and I'm ugly. God.
And you've got spots today.
Yeah, first day of my period. Sorry, I'm a woman.
So I made the classic mistake because Rosie was in the bathroom and he said, is it just you guys tonight? And I said, no, I'm waiting for a friend.
Talking about me.
Damn it! It was just natural because I couldn't remember if I was waiting for,
Let's go through this.
Couldn't remember if I was gay or not.
You caught his eye, aka you're obviously staring at him intently with sex eyes. He then performed his dance, which you loved, okay? And you were like... Then you told him I was just a friend, and then you ordered the semen.
Wait, just wait. Let me give you some context when it comes to the semen. Basically, he came and said, are you guys ready to order? And I was trying to be really like, not flustered, because when men show me attention in a kind of like sexual way, I get flustered and embarrassed.
I actually get flustered now.
I get embarrassed.
I'm not used to it.
I'm just like, will you just fuck off? So I was like, trying to be a bit cool. I was like, yeah, I'll start with the edamame, and I will move on to the teriyaki semen.
No, you never said salmon. You just said semen.
And then I tried to save it by ordering the chicken fried reese, and I tried to make it a joke.
You turned into Maltese.
So I ordered semen and reese, and then he started laughing, and then all my friends started laughing, and I just wanted to die.
At the end of the night, he said, so are all you guys related, or
that really annoyed me. There were 4 of us, 2 lesbian couples. Basically, in his head, he was like, what's the dynamic? They're all so closely sisters, obviously.
Why couldn't we all be best friends?
Why would you ask
But why do you think we're related? No sisters get on as well as we do with each other and with our friends. I'm sorry, but sisters just don't do that.
I wish we were sisters. Growing up would be fun, wouldn't it? When he asked what the dynamic was, we just thought we'd make him really confused and said, oh, we're all married to each other. And he was like...
No, I actually was just telling the truth. I said, oh, we're married to each other, which is all true.
So I said to him, we're married and these guys are married. And he went, and this will kill you guys. He went... Are you really though? You're not really though.
We went, that can't be true.
I'm raging so much inside. I am raging so much inside.
Can I say what's crazy about this as well? If you guys want to check out our vlogging channel, we've just been to a wedding in Devon, you may know.
You fancy my cousin, and who can blame you?
Yeah, you fancy your cousin.
Yeah.
Also, we've all made out with our cousin.
Yeah.
It's fine. So I'd make out with yours, there's nothing wrong with that.
I haven't made out with my cousin.
So at this wedding, and I'm sorry, but the photographer fancied me a little bit, and he kept coming down to talk to me and coming to sit by me. He would start talking to Rose, and Rose looks at me, and he went, don't look at your sister. Everyone does it.
He was doing it in like a jokey way. He asked you something, and you looked at me like, oh lol. He was like, no, don't look at your sister. And I was like, in front of my mum and dad, and I was like,
we don't look anything alike.
Yes, we do. Sometimes.
If we look alike, why does everyone fancy Rose and not me? Why? Am I the ugly sister?
Yes, but people do fancy
Well, I am the younger sister. Maybe they can see the age gap. Baby Rosie, the younger sister.
Tread carefully. You haven't got a brace anymore. You can't say you're baby Rosie. She's got her braces off.
I got my braces off.
No, you can't speak like that.
I miss the pink braces.
I
actually miss them.
You looked better with them on.
I know, I really like them. They become a part of me. I was fine with it. But every time I had salad, it wrapped around my braces.
How about semen?
That was fine.
We booked a B&B, and actually my mum booked a B&B on our behalf. And
haven't we learned this lesson before?
I love my mum.
We all love Babe Bro.
We all love Babe Products. But mum has this lovely way of being so comfortable around us that she doesn't knock when she comes into our room.
She just opens the door. One time I was topless, one time I was in my underwear. Nothing stops her.
I understand how if you're comfortable with someone, you might do a little knock like, morning, girls. Straight in, right? Rose, I'm going to borrow your coffee. Okay, I'm going to make myself a coffee. Morning, right? Could have been doing anything. Not that I ever would, ever, within like 30 80 miles of my parents, but still,
Yeah,
it's
very
really
disappointing.
It's really not courteous, is it?
No.
And it wasn't just once, it was more than once. It was like thrice.
Yeah. And Barbara Denise Dix booked a restaurant the night we got to Devon, so long journey, let's all have a lovely meal together. She went on and on and on and on about the lobster salad. So I was like, fine, I'll have lobster, I'm not vegan anymore. Okay.
Oh my god,
Food poisoning.
You're not vegan? When did that happen?
When you ordered the salmon and I was like, I want me some of that. Yeah, I got food poisoning the night before the wedding. I went to bed that night
my
after a
God.
fantastic meal.
It
woke
was
up in the middle of the night. Something's wrong.
It was so quick. Like, basically, I was asleep, having the
I've
best
never had
sleep
food
of my-
poisoning before.
We ate exactly the same meals. I had scallops, which I loved, and I thought, if anything, that was going to ruin me if you had food poisoning. Then we both
Aren't they called
had...
scallops?
Aren't you called irrelevant? So we had the same meal, exactly the same, surf and turf, and Rosie woke up at 1 p.m. and she was immediately
It was
sick.
only one. Felt like the middle of the night.
All I heard was this, light goes on. And I was like, something's wrong. Rosie was sick constantly for 2 hours, and I was like, well, that's it. We're all going to be ill. We all ate at the same restaurant.
I
We
was
all
really
had
pissed off that
lobster.
nobody else got ill and everyone at the same meal. It
My
made me
dad
really
did, but the other end.
I would rather the other end. I'm used to that. That's actually a pleasure.
What's wrong with you?
It's so much better than being sick. I'm sorry, but I would take the other end every day out being sick.
That's nice. So I was fine. I had the best time of my life, but Rosie thought she'd bounce back from food poisoning the
Yeah.
next evening with sambuca shots.
Yeah. I had no water.
You are so healthy.
This is-
Oh my god, you've got that vegan glow. Oh.
Oh. Can you tell the story about my burp that one time? Because it makes me laugh so much.
We were coming home from a really long journey, right? And Rosie was complaining so much to the point where I was getting really annoyed.
Because
She
I
was
had
like,
hiccups
I feel-
all night. No, you're totally bad at telling stories. Basically, I went to a restaurant and whenever I drink red wine, I get really deep, painful hiccups that are like... It was horrible.
Okay.
And I kept hiccuping for ages and ages and ages. I was like, I've got some air
No,
trapped.
no, that's not what you said. You said, Rose, I'm going to be sick.
Oh yeah, I got
I'm
really
gonna be
hot.
sick.
And I
so I was
wound up
like,
the window.
okay, window goes down. I'm thinking, right, I'm going pretty fast. It's the middle of the night. I'm going to have to pull over.
Sit.
So she opens the window, and I'm not joking. This noise came from her body. Just a giant burp, Rose.
I never
Just a
burped.
giant burp. All that for a fucking burp. And you can't even burp on command, but it was literally, it came from Mordor. Sorry, Rose, did you hear that?
I have to acknowledge Rose's fail. I'm sorry, but
I don't want to talk about it. No, I don't want to talk
Rose
about it.
tried to make a joke online and it fell so flat to the point that people were actually angry thinking that Rose was like a liar. Rose was like, oh, Rosie, have you seen the new iPhone? It has loads of camera holes, like 3 of them.
It's ugly.
And she was like, oh, it's so funny, I'm gonna make a joke about it. So she got a picture of spaghetti hoops, like a stock image off Google, and was like, yeah, it looks like the iPhone because there's loads of circles.
And I was like, love the iPhone 11.
And loads of people were like, written on Twitter for Android. People were like, oh, you took that photo on the iPhone, but then you transferred it to your Android to tweet. It was
I
a
was like-
joke
I was
about
like-
what the camera looked like, not that we were saying we had it before it was out.
Did it just totally not land?
Maybe you're not funny.
Says
Maybe
the
you're not
irrelevant
funny.
one that no one can understand.
Can you stop calling me irrelevant? I'm the horny, sexy one.
My tweet failed. I'm fine with it. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta take it hard on the
Everyone
chin,
thinks
you know.
you're a dickhead. But what annoys me is the call-out culture. Like, everyone's like, you took that on an Android, it says, like... Rose calls me Honky now because I honked in the night.
Right, so
My
basically,
new name, Honky.
this is actually ridiculous.
Rose won't sleep facing me ever. So in the middle of the night, even if she's dead asleep,
Dog breath.
if I roll over in the night, Rose will roll the same way. So we're always spooning.
Right, let me
We
just
always
tell them
spoon
why,
each
because
other.
this is what you do. Right?
It's
You-
50-50.
You roll over to me, right, with your honking cave, and you go, I'm like... The other night, I was just like kind of trying to sleep. Rosie is totally asleep, and she's never done this before. And she just goes,
No, it was this. I went.
it wasn't a snort, it was a honk. You honk yourself awake. This is what I do. Sometimes I'm falling asleep and this happens a lot.
Your name should be Foghorn.
I'm like, and the other day we were visited by a Jeffrey. If you don't know what a Jeffrey is, it's a reference to one of our old vlogs. Basically, they're those like daddy long legs things that like, bumble around like bumbling birthers. This
trying
one
to get out
was
of
attracted to Rosie's honk cave because basically in the middle of I just heard.
We went to sleep knowing this daddy long legs was like bumbling around the room, and I could hear it going. Zzz. I was like, whatever, I'm tired. And then literally, like, I rolled over in the night and could hear it like loud. So I was like,
Bumbling?
oh, it's on this side, that's fine. And then I fell asleep and it literally bumbled on my lips for ages trying to make out with me like this. I woke up, I was like, Rose and I had a big argument the other day.
Did we?
Yeah. I was like, Rose, in another life, like if you just happened to have a penis and you were still with me, would you put it in my bum? And Rose was like, no. And I was like, so you wouldn't put it in my bum?
So you've shared that story online.
Yeah. She was like, no. And I was like, yeah, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
I don't want to.
Why?
Because I don't want to.
Why?
Why does it hurt your feelings?
Because as a woman, you put things in my bum. Why would you not put your willy in there if you had one? Way worse to use your mouth.
Okay,
Why
Rosie,
not put your
no.
willy in there?
No. So Rosie and I have this amazing new idea. It actually came from me, because most things
did
do.
come from you.
Honky chill. A lot of you guys say in the comments, oh, you know, don't bother editing your videos. We want to see you raw and uncut. And I think to myself, do you? And then I think, yes, you do. So I think it would be quite fun to create a playlist somewhere down the line called Rose and Rosie Uncut, where we literally sit down for like 30 minutes, make a video, but don't do anything to it. So you guys can see what that's like. That means no jump cuts, no music, no nothing.
Because people think we script our videos, but we don't.
No, we don't. We're just very,
it would just
very
be
good.
this, maybe with a pause in between, or us randomly having an argument, or going off and telling the dog
With our
off.
husbands.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
You ordering the semen.
So let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in, because it's kind of like our You Now, which we do every week. So make sure you check that out.
Yeah, it's in the link below. There's a link to You Now.
Oh, is it really?
But that's just us live.
Anyway, guys, I hope you've been well and have ordered the teriyaki semen yourselves. We will see you this time next week. Love being on the internet after 8 years. Still love it. Still enjoy it. Still love talking to you guys.
That sounds genuine, doesn't it?
This is what's going to happen when we do our uncut series. We're going to see how we really feel in between the pauses. Be like, hi guys, welcome to the internet. Make sure to take care of yourselves, be kind to people, and always make out with your cousin, and we will see you very, very soon. Mwah!
And make sure you don't call your partner your friend. Bye!
Bye!